Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Prismata. Jump in the queue here. I saw Mr. Guy was playing. Was he doing in 46th? He was in first a couple weeks ago. Actually, maybe he has vacation penalty? That could be. That would make sense, sort of. I haven't seen him playing for a while. He doesn't say he hasn't been, but... Yeah, we'll watch Alex Frog versus Aaron Force. A lot of soak here, and very little attack. Patroller is kind of an attack, right? I mean, it's a lot higher tempo than Sentry is, just because it comes with the Pixie, and also you are kind of more incentivized to defend it because it's less good as soak. But good lord, all these Sentinels. This is going to go on for hours. Who is winning? I don't know. Seems close-ish to me. A couple more drones down here. Another attacker here as well. What is Aaron Force's advantage exactly? I guess the attacker numbers aren't so different as they looked, right? This guy has more Tarsiers, but over here another Gauss Cannon and another Splitter. Yeah, I think the problem though is going to be the this. It looks like Aaron Force is going to start having to defend sooner. Right, this wall in particular, I don't know. There's just a bit more defense lying around on Alex Frog's side of the field. And with the higher economy, you can buy another engineer, even sneak in this Tarsier here, although gosh, shouldn't this have been a Rhino or something? I don't know. Coscott again. Must have finished his game against Prometheus. Hellhound Comet Fission Turret, huh? There's also Centurion, of course. And Savior, yes, I see it. But the fission turret to get you the Thunderhead, right? With 1,000,000 engineers from Comet? I don't know. You don't really want Thunderhead until... I don't know. There's also Thermite, of course, to make the early attackers more better. Although it's a little bit hard to get that. Well, no, because you can build turn 2 BA into Thermite and 2 Tarsiers. No. You get the A first for 2 Tarsiers, and then a B for a Thermite core. And meanwhile, you can pick up a Conduit, I think, at some point. Maybe you get it next turn. AC seems a bit rich, doesn't it? I really think Hellhounds, Thermites, and Fissions are too fast for Savior. Centurion is good, but sorry, Hellhound, Antima, and these things. The Centurion is good, and I feel like you're going to want it after the Antima dust has settled. Although, might it be better to get the Centurion first? You can build a lot more Hellhounds when you're behind the Centurion, and a lot more engineers as well. I think the Fissions and the Hellhounds are just a lot of pressure. I don't know. I think they can beat down Savior, but can they beat down Centurion? I'm gonna go with yes. I think they can. So we'll get an Animus. Ah, shoot. No, we can't. I always forget. You can't get an Animus and then 2 Tarsiers and a Blast Forge because you don't have the money for that. You have 12 drones and no dollars. Yeah. So, okay, opponent is trying for some like more aggressive, more economical stuff. So we do this. This whole plan doesn't make sense. It doesn't come together right. How are we getting the Hellhounds and the Comet if we get an Animus first? I think I just can't do that. I need to get a Conduit first so I can get a few more drones with the Animus. DDA next turn. This way I'll have more fission ability. So they want Centurion, not Savior. Fine. That's probably reasonable given what I'm doing. A Savior here would not be good. It just does not make... I was like, my opponent's applying so little pressure. What if I got a Savior? I don't think that would be a good idea. Yeah, I like this. For like Hellhounds and Comets and Thermites and stuff. I don't know exactly what I'm doing with it, but opponent should clearly attack here. And not build a wall. The wall is just silly opposite this. So, it would be nice to build a Rhino. It would be nice to build more Thermites. At least one, let's say. But why not 2? Opponent clearly wants a Centurion. This punishes that pretty well, I think. Surely you can't buy it now, right? Not when I'm actually threatening this? No, a Comet. Okay. It's gonna be a big Comet. Don't get me wrong. But, like, I don't know. You have to do all this to defend? Is that worth it? I wish I had one more green so I could get a Thunderhead. If I hadn't built this Fission, maybe. Oops, don't click these. Click the Thermites. Probably just Tarsier? Nah, Rhino's pretty good. Can attack. I need the Engineer, right? The Rhino. These Rhinos might well be defending to activate the Fissions. Is there some way I could actually keep the Fissions active next turn? I don't want the Thermites. I don't want Thermites active. I want to kill Engineers while I can. While they're about to do damage to me. This seems extremely greedy here. What if I instead got, like, Hellhound? Wall. I don't know. I'd like the Xeno. Maybe I should just not worry about spending my red. I have enough attack. I just need to survive this. How much are they going to threaten, right? I don't know. I can't math it out. I'm attacking for 5, 8, 13, 16, 17. So they're losing a few of these, but they're building like 10 more. I feel like I need these engineers. All right. And I can click the fission for more green if I need it, which is unlikely to be a thing I'm happy to do, but it might be a thing that I do. All right. Look at that. It's as if I planned it. Okay, so what is this exactly? This is 5, and 8 is 13. If they sack the splitter on defense, it's going to be 16. They're losing at least 1 attack. 2 because of the splitter, right? So let's say they absorb onto the splitter, the more normal thing. 6. 18. Wait, what am I doing? 6 and 8 is 14, so they're losing 1 attacker. 1 attack. So I can do this. And just replace the engineer. And then go back to fissioning them, right? Or thermiting them? On the other hand, like, they are up 7 drones and a bunch of engineers and can get a Centurion. My advantage is thermites and more attack. So, I wouldn't mind trading sides, I think. Oh, they can't get a Centurion. They don't have a second blast forge. Interesting. You there? Shouldn't you just, like, press Q at this point? I mean, they can get one soonish, but not, like, right away. I guess they don't really want it soonish, because I'm still denying absorb pretty well, I think. Alright, well, I guess we'll see. Alright, it looks like we woke them up. Six, 7, 8. Sorry, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. So we want something like this. And then I guess next turn we just sort of have to hit the gas, right? Actually attack with things. Now they get a second Blast Forge, right? Yeah. I'm not very happy about this. Okay, got him. Now what? I wish I had more drones. On the other hand, I have 12 attack. Yeah, I think this was just a bit too low econ. Antema really, like, I don't know. I know Antema is a thing you don't want on low econ, and I like just sometimes can't help myself. Hang on, I don't need this force field. They're losing a splitter, right? Well, let's add some more attack. Can always force field later. Here they are losing one attack again, so that second force field was unnecessary. Okay. I mean, it still seems like a bad spot, but I have a lot of green. Here they're losing one attack, but I do still need the force field. I could try to squeeze in a second Xeno somehow, but that seems like ridiculously incorrect. We're just gonna build Fs and Ws and see who wins. Hang on, they are losing an attack, so no force field. Okay, I'm losing attack too. Out of walls, out of force fields. Okay, that's cool. Aren't I just building double wall to live against 10? No, I guess I lose an NG this way. They threaten to lose only one attack, which is 11. So this defends. Shouldn't have held back a second drone if you weren't. These two drone holds were like useless, right? You didn't defend with them, so you shouldn't have held them. You knew exactly how much I was attacking for. Should have sacked the drones to attack with the Rhino if that was the plan. Although I guess, okay. I was ungranular, and therefore the Rhino wasn't really doing anything, so maybe the drones were held as insurance against me making a play, and then when I didn't make it, you were better off doing this. I think we got him, though. Alright, that's not really what I meant to do that game. But, you know, these things happen. Sometimes, hellhounds are good. I don't know. Thermite is also good. I do think my opponent misplayed against the Thermite. Should have gotten a splitter here. Although he can't drone as much then? I don't know. Maybe this fission was a mistake, actually. I like the idea of applying some pressure, but what if I had just, like, not gotten it? No, I don't. We're attacking for 4 next turn, so we do this, and then we just drone. And this way, like, I'm equipped still to build... Like, I have a couple more drones. If he gets a Comet, then I can Centurion next turn instead of Xeno. And that might be good, although I guess I'm not sure. Hang on, this is all these Thermites, and I'm not attacking for enough, right? What did I do in the game? I see. I built the fission to get me up to 6 for the Thermite. So this is a mistake that I make. Now, I'm not to say that this play necessarily was a mistake, but the reason that I made it was the wrong one, certainly. I do this because, like, with Thermite, I always feel like Thermites aren't getting maximum value unless you're attacking. Like, okay, the first time you get a Thermite, you need to be attacking for at least 2, right? Preferably exactly 2. The Thermites after that, though, you don't have to attack for 4 to get a second one, right? If you're attacking for at least 3, then a second Thermite is fine, right? You can click a Pixie to get up to 4, and then click Thermites. It's not as good, but, like, that's just because you're attacking for less. If, for some reason, attacking for 5 is much better for you than attacking for 6, then... you know, the Thermites will still make 5 Pixies. They'll turn all your attack into Pixies. So you definitely get most value out of them when they're all producing 2 Pixies, but you know, if 2 of them are producing 2 and 1 is producing 1, it's not a disaster. If this Thermite core somehow makes the rest of your game much worse, then it's not... You shouldn't get it just because of Thermite core. Now, is that the case here? I feel like a Thermite or a fission turret is pretty good. That was part of my plan. Was like I have all these engineers. I'm rushing. This is a $4 attacker. This all seems good, and it did a lot of work. Like it killed 2. Well, it didn't kill 2 engineers. It only killed 1. But it made my opponent defend a lot going up to the Antema turn. Right? They had to force field basically, and then after that, it still continued to produce value for a while. Not a disaster, but if I'd cut it, I could have like droned a little bit more and been in a position to get a Centurion, perhaps. Although I'm still not totally convinced that this would have worked. Maybe this could have just been a Rhino, right? And say, there, that's how I get to 6. I don't need another Tarsier. I want an attacker right away. Don't know if you're setting up for... Well, the thing is, against this, he gets a Centurion, and it's like, no, it's still bad. I'm still click. The Rhino clicks are not great against the Centurion, but since they're turning into Thermite charges anyway, they actually are. So this is good against Centurion, and it's good against Thermites, against Comet, compared to what I did, I think. I can't actually get a Centurion next turn if I do this, but maybe I can build some preemptive defense and Centurion on the next turn. Right, so supposing he does this, which is what he did, I think. It sounds about right. Now, what exactly? I kind of still want the Xeno. And, like, in what universe am I actually getting a Centurion? Like, say I float enough money to Centurion Force Field next turn. Is that at all realistic? It doesn't seem like it to me. Right, say he now builds wall, 1,000,000 force fields. Because I'm threatening 16. 8 and 6 is 14. No, 8 and 8 is 16. So this defends all the engineers. And you can just build more. Now, like, am I really getting a Centurion here? Obviously not. It just cannot be done. You know, I could maybe do it if I, like, instead of the Xeno and the Engies and the Rhino, if I just got walls. I don't know. This doesn't seem so great either. And I don't think it's nearly enough. Yeah, even if I hold everything, I still don't get the Centurion. Okay, so maybe the fission turret wasn't costing me Centurion because I just couldn't get it anyway. I could have maybe gotten it later because, like, I'd have enough drones to spend my tech and still drone with, like, double Hellhound and then, like, a drone or something, or even, yeah, even 2 if I were at 16, right? That's 2 Hellhounds and 2 drones. But I think that the fission was actually better, right? We're really sort of committed to building up pixies quite quickly, and this did an okay job of that. I wonder if, like, were all these Rhino clicks good? Yeah, they were, because this last one killed an engineer, and that's pretty good. So, just like being up a lot of attack and having a couple turns to deny absorb seems like it was pretty good. I feel like my opponent should have been getting thermite somehow. Like this, I don't know. This splitter, did it really do anything? You didn't even actually attack with it, right? You held it back as a wall. You could have held the other one back as a wall, and then this one could have been a thermite that would produce, like, attack. Yeah. Kind of a weird one. You don't often get a chance to rush down Centurion. It's just such a good defender. But Hellhound's a pretty good attacker, and Xeno kind of fits the tech with it and is a good way to sort of compete in terms of defending. Alright, well, I guess that will do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.